Hello, YouTube. Whiskey and Jones coming at you with a Division 2 beta video.
Yep, that's it. Beta video.
Beta video. Maybe I should learn English.
All right, well, before we get started into the content, let's do our
Right there.
customary...
You see that?
The turret?
Yep. Turret. And you have to hit L1 or R1 before it selects.
Yeah, for the audience there, we were just talking about that a little bit before the camera started rolling. But let's not forget, as dad's playing, we like to have an adult beverage. So what do we have tonight? Jones, what do you got there?
Well, you gave me the lovely gift of Big Lug Oktoberfest, and I must say it's delicious. It's a local brewery on the north side of Indianapolis. If you are around this area, I would highly recommend you checking out Big Lug.
Yep, awesome. And I am once again tapping into the Danny Boy IPA. Danny Boy is again a local brewery. You'll notice a trend there. It's close by, so it seems to be one that we've always got our hands on in some way. So there we go.
Division 2 beta. What'd you think?
Well, I didn't get to play it as much as I wanted, but it gave me a good taste, and what I could tell was it felt very much like the Division.
Exactly.
Which I say that in a good sense because the Division after the big update, it was in a good state. I think it was nice that the play style was pretty similar, and you really can pick right up with, where you left off in terms of moving through everything.
Exactly. If you like cover-based shooters, if you played the Division 1 and liked it, I would definitely say after this beta, there is absolutely no reason to say you would not like the Division 2. I've been reading a lot online about some of the big guys on YouTube and some of the writers out there saying the things they didn't like about it. And I sit there and always scratch my head when there's a beta or a pre-release, something that's way early, that's not the final game, and they literally just pick it apart. And I scratch my head and I go, pick it apart after the game comes out. If there's problems once the game comes out, you can do that. But for me, I had a hell of a lot of fun. Once again, I did not get to play it as much as I wished. Dad life hit me square in the face that weekend with kids' basketball games and various things like that. So I only got through, I don't know, like the first 4 or 5, missions before I ended up getting stuck driving kids around.
Yep.
But I got to say, I enjoyed all 4 or 5. There was the rushers used to get me in the Division 1. When they'd go gangbusters on you and just charge you, and there was 2 or 3 times that brought back the good old days of dying over and over. Whenever the rushers took a wild charge at you.
Well, I think I agree with you. I think one of the things that was nice is from the get-go, you were able to access the gameplay. It didn't seem like there were as many technical issues as with some other games and betas, so I thought it was nice that we were able to get in. There were some glitches and some odd things where, some of the enemies were running weird or, whatever.
Yeah,
but that stuff, to me, in a beta, that's not really a problem. You expect there to be some stuff like that. You were able to play and go through missions and get through loading screens and with relative ease. And again, there was a few glitches with that kind of stuff that I experienced, but nothing that really set me back given what it was. So what I like about this, and for people that maybe didn't play the Division 1, and there's a couple games that are going to be coming out around the same time, one of the things that I really like about the cover-based looter shooter as this is to me it feels more realistic in terms of what you're trying to do and the style of play.
Yeah, absolutely.
of course, it's not entirely realistic, but the weapons are real. The customization, the things you add onto your guns, those are real. Maybe the seeker mines. I don't know if those are real. If so, it's in like
They are.
top secret labs.
I'm really hoping it's our army that has them, and not
right,
somebody else's.
Right. But that kind of stuff is the part that makes it different. But that's what I like about it, because it feels more strategic. Like if you were really in this situation, you'd be hiding, popping out, and shooting, and hiding again, and moving around. So
now the only thing I did notice that was a problem in the original game was you're hiding behind cover, and for some odd reason you still got shot every once in a while.
Yep.
You're completely behind cover. Your butt cheek isn't, sliding out the backside, but all of a sudden you get shot. You just sit there and scratch your head. You go, how am I getting shot?
Right.
It's not going through the cover.
Right.
But, you know.
Yep.
But the cover-based shooter is much, much different than Destiny. It's much, much different than Anthem. And most of the other games that are out there are not cover-based shooter games like this. So this has a differentiation point when you talk about what the game plays like compared to those other types of games. The other thing I would say is if you're saying, should I go? I'm only going to buy one game. Should I buy Anthem? Should I buy Division 2? Do you like the realism of real guns and real gunplay, or do you want to have supers and crazy abilities and flying around in an Iron Man suit? So that's the big thing where I bought both games, but am I really going to get to play both games right when they come out and to the finish,
right,
where you're spending all your time on a single game? The answer is probably not. So honestly, I'm much more excited about Anthem simply because it's new IP, and the beta and the VIP demo and stuff was pretty damn awesome. So I'm honestly much more excited about that, simply because it is much newer of a game than this, where we honestly played Division 1. You played Division 2.
Sure.
Just better, more stuff.
Yeah, different story, a little bit different, components, customization. I agree. The two games are very different, and I think to choose the Division 2, you need to enjoy the cover-based shooters, because that's what this is, and it relies very heavily on the use of your weapons, your guns, and the shooting style with cover. Whereas a game like Anthem and even Destiny they're shooters, but mobility focused and super focused. So especially Anthem, that one, granted, you're going for cover sometimes, but you're out in the open flying, you're using your abilities and dodging, so it's just a different style of play.
Right.
Even though they're both looter shooters.
Now, I will say the big question for me is going to be, let's say Anthem's amazing. We play it as much as humanly possible. What's the end game going to be? How long does the end game last? Is it going to be like right when Destiny 2 came out, where the end game sort of sucked, and you're basically like, okay, I maxed out, and now I'm done.
Right.
Or is it going to be, like the Division 2 or the Division 1 ended, where you could literally play that thing for months and months and months?
Right. Yeah, obviously that's the same question that everybody's been asking. And I think that's why both of us bought both of them. Yeah. Not because neither of us are going to have time to play both games in their entirety, but you don't know which one's going to have its peaks and valleys when. And so maybe Anthem, while it looks awesome, and I'd say we're probably both more excited about that.
Yeah.
If it comes out and it has a great first month and then it stalls, well,
at least the Division 2 comes out right at that point. 2. Yeah, exactly. And we'll have a backup.
Yeah, and we'll play them both, and that's what video games are about, having fun. And
So here's the biggest
pretty much
question.
it.
The biggest question is going to be, you got Anthem coming out, then you got the Division 2 coming out,
Yep.
then you got the next expansion coming out on Destiny 2.
Yep. That's right.
So Destiny needs to up its game
Yeah.
just a smidge, or else it's going to be really hard, potentially, depending on how these two, games end up with the end game,
Yeah.
to switch back to Destiny once these things come out.
Right. Yeah. And hopefully they do. I'd like to see Destiny 2 continue. So hopefully they do step it up. And
Yeah, I like the Black Armory stuff. I thought the Black Armory stuff was pretty fun.
yep.
So, all right, YouTube.
That's about it for this video. You know what to do. If you like the content, want to see more, it really helps us out. Give us some feedback. What are you thinking on these games? What are you excited about for Division? What do you think's doesn't look good? And throw your comments, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, all the good stuff.
And if you're on PlayStation, hit us up with a in-game chat or a invite. Awesome Sauce Jones and Whiskey Sierra.
That's right.
All right, everybody. Have
All
a
right.
good one.
Peace.